Hi, it's Dr. Bridget here with another prescription for success, and today I'm going to be talking about anxiety. Now, anxiety has the capacity to cause stress and dis-ease, or disease as I used to call it when I was a GP. And it's definitely something that's worth thinking about and doing something about. I had a client the other day who came along for a session, and she was concerned about her job. She wasn't sure whether she had any job security. Her children had just moved out and she was helping them with their house, and she wasn't really sure that she was doing a particularly good job at that. And she'd also had a few health issues, which meant that she wasn't able to get the exercise that she really loved and kept her on sort of a solid foundation and with no anxiety. So when I asked her how much out of a scale of 1 to 10 her anxiety was, she said about an 8, and that's quite a significant amount of anxiety and has an effect on how you live your life, how you live day to day, how you do your job, how you communicate. It's really not particularly useful. So what's anxiety all about? Anxiety is a future-based emotion, so it's not necessarily related to fear from the past. It's an anxiety about future. And as Tad James says, who's a guru of the NLP world, anxiety is just a sign that your unconscious mind isn't concentrating on what you really want. So if we apply it to my client's situation, she wasn't really thinking about what she wanted. She was thinking about her job, her health, her family, and wasn't concentrating on anything that she wanted at all. So we had a chat, and she decided that she was going to get back to doing some more exercise and communicate in a different way with her children, and generally look after herself. It's really important to look after yourself, because if you're not in a good place yourself, because you've got a lot of anxiety, you're not going to be able to look after your kids, your wife, your husband, your career, or whatever. So what I want to ask you today is there anything that you're anxious about? Score that on a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 is you have no anxiety and 10 is the worst anxiety that you've ever had. And just reflect on that. Then ask yourself, what about your goals? Have you got goals? Do you know what's important to you? You know, is it your health? Is it having fun? Is it traveling? Is it doing things with your spouse or your partner or friends? What is it that you really want? And are you doing it? So if your anxiety level is, say, over 2 or 3, and you're not doing those things, then it's about time you started doing them and ticking your values, finding out what your goals are and taking action. Because as most of my clients have found out, anxiety goes when you take action. As long as you know that there's no such thing as failure. There isn't. It's just learning, and it's just variations on your way towards your goal. So take some action, score yourself again, and see if your anxiety level goes down. And if you know someone that's really anxious, share this video with them. And if either them or yourself are struggling with getting rid of the anxiety, then give me a shout. There's a contact form on my website for a free consultation, and we just have a chat about what makes you anxious and what you're actually doing about it. So I'm having a chat with my client in a couple of days' time, and I'm hoping that she's going to have reduced her anxiety significantly and feel a lot happier in herself. And sometimes it's just as simple as that. And if not, she'll be coming to do some work with me to sort it out once and for all. Okay, so that's Dr. Bridget with my prescription for success on how to reduce anxiety and get rid of it altogether. And I'm looking forward to seeing you soon on the next video. Bye.